This has become a familiar sight over the years, from the hulk of a Chinook, a British Prime Minister emerging to greet his troops. But it will soon be over. David Cameron's focus is on ending military involvement by the end of next year. Timing his visit to coincide with Armed Forces Day, the Prime Minister is keen to salute the ongoing efforts and sacrifice of the troops. Though with Afghan colleagues increasingly taking on the work at the sharp end, losses are thankfully dwindling. Even as the Prime Minister admired the latest surveillance hardware, he would have known that the key job now is to get a clear view of the political challenge confronting the country. Talking to the Taliban is the new game in town, and as you'd expect, it's controversial. You've got General Nick Carter, who's in charge of all these soldiers here, actually saying that opening a dialogue right back in 2001 would have been a good idea. But then any British politician would tell you embracing the very people who became a byword for nasty repression is a hard sell at home. What makes them now part of the solution, not the problem?
Well, you have to remember why we came here, and that was because the Taliban regime allowed Al-Qaeda to have a base in Afghanistan. So that's why that regime was removed, why an Afghan democracy has been created, and why we've built up now an Afghan national army and police force that are capable of securing this country. But do we want people to give up weapons, give up an armed struggle and join a political process so that everyone in Afghanistan can be part of that political future? Yes. The encouraging thing, and obviously there's a long way to go, is that the Taliban, through their statement, said that they no longer wanted Afghanistan to pose a threat to other countries. They didn't want it to be a haven for terror. So there's a long way to go, but alongside our security process of a big and secure Afghan army and police force, a political process makes sense too.
Afghanistan is never short of turbulence. The presidential palace was the subject of an attack just a couple of days ago. As David Cameron heads out, difficulties continue to mount up. Joey Jones, Sky News, Afghanistan.